Hey everyone, this is Miss Time Bunny, and today I am actually going to be doing my room tour. Now I know I threatened on Facebook, I think in a YouTube group about a good couple of years ago, that I was going to do one just kind of for giggles, but then it was one of those videos I kind of forgot about, or I wasn't really in a position to film for some reason, so I'm actually going to film it today. So come and have a giggle and come and see my room. I'm probably going to sort of like call this something stupid like YouTube's worst room tour or something, because compared to some people who have these really lovely flashy rooms, mine is a bit crap, but sod it. So yeah, so if I can't do the best in the world, I'm just probably going to do the sort of YouTube's worst, most rubbish room tour. So come and join me, yay! Don't get too excited now. Right, to start things off, this is my bedroom door. And yes, I do have a Fallout 76 poster on my door. Fight me. Right, so in we go. And this is a quick overview of my bedroom here. So yeah, that's obviously the windows facing out onto the road. Bed. And I've got like my TV and desk set up. And then obviously coming round to where my door is. So starting here, I do have like hoodies, coat and dressing gowns on the backs of my door. Yes, I totally need 3 dressing gowns, about 4 or 5 hoodies and a coat on the back of there. Shush, it's totally fine. Then directly to the, I think it's left of my door, I've got like a little setup here. So starting from the top, I've got a little cross, Gothy cross, which was donated to me years ago. And I've got a clock there, and yes, that is like a bit of like a fan art picture of Nick Valentine in there, which I printed from the interwebs because I really liked it. And here I've got a little canvas art that my mum gave me, oil burner, little statue of Doomsday, I do believe that is. And then I've got a picture frame here, which has just got some of my favourite photos in. It is missing 2 pictures at the moment. I just need to find some landscape ones to fit in there. I've got various ones of like cosplays and sort of like cosplaying convention type pictures in there mainly. So, but that's one of my favourites there. I managed to find like a Nick Valentine cosplayer at a Comic Con. I think that was last year, I think. And to the guy who was the Nick Valentine cosplayer, if by some miracle you're watching, I'm sorry I squealed at you like a complete idiot. But Nick Valentine. And then we've just got like a poster from Alternative Model of the Year, the London audition. I did that like obviously back in 2015. Then we've got top of my cabinet here, I've got various knickknacks and whatnot, like candle holders and like a little, this is like a little, kind of like a little snow globe picture frame. But I need to get like a little picture to put in that. And that, I've got all my little convention wristbands that I've gone to sort of in there. So that is that. And further down the bookcase, we've got obviously all my PlayStation 3 games. Loads of Funko Pops, yes, it's all sort of like Fallout, and then Freddie Mercury on the end, because shush, it's fine. And just like, look at the power armor, it's so awesome. Yeah, I do have a bit of an obsession with power armor from Fallout, it's not healthy. And then down here I've got more computer games, mainly my Xbox ones, but I've got like my collection of PS4 ones there. And more Funko Pops. This is mainly just general sort of like bits and pieces, like wrestling and general whatnot ones. And I've got mainly sort of like my PC games down there, my Fallout New Vegas collector's edition there, Yes, I've already got about 3 copies of it, but nah, it's fine. And I like those, my little plushies of Sub-Zero and Deadpool there, because they're just really adorable. Right, down here is mainly my Blu-rays and DVDs. I've got a bit of a mixture going on, I know. Yes, I own Bohemian Rhapsody, Fight Me, I love that film. So yeah, I've got like lots more DVDs and Blu-rays, but I sort of keep these ones out because they're the ones that I'm more likely to watch at some point. So that's all the ones I've got out at the moment. This is was a vase, but I use it more as like a doorstop now, because it's obviously a bit mucky and such like now, so it's ended up becoming a doorstop. Please excuse the dust. Alright, this is my little desk set up here. I tend to keep a bath towel on my chair, sort of like when I'm not using it really, but on here I've got like, yeah, various knickknacks. Got my iPad and laptop sat there currently, notepads and microphone, printer, other bits and pieces, and like pictures. Sort of like, yes, I've got like a Fallout Nuka-Cola one just there. Picture of the child when he was little. Yes, Roman Reigns. These pictures here were taken at my manager's wedding when I was working at Toolstation, and that's one of my colleagues, Jen, because we thought, me and the fiance and her thought it'd just be funny to do some silly photos in the little photo booth, so that's what we did. And then this thing here, the Proud to be Ace poster. I kind of drew this kind of messing around last year at Eastleigh Pride. They had sort of like a little table there where you could do doodlings and such like, so I did that for giggles. Just random little drawing from the child. And I've got my calendar up there, some fairy lights which I haven't got on at the moment. This is the pass that I got for when I went to my very first convention. It was ThroneCon free. So the iron badge was like the sort of kind of like the standard ticket. But I've always kept this because it's like a little memento of my first ever like con, and I've always wanted to just keep hold of it just to remind myself of that. And then here I've got my asexual flag. That I got as a present, I think it was this past Christmas. So yeah, I think Christmas 2018 I got that because the 2 members of my polycule know that I love Fallout, and Fallout 4 is my favourite, and I've ended up adopting like Vault Dweller / Soul Survivor as my nickname now amongst a few of our cosplay friends, so that seems very apt. And then this here, it's one of my, I can't remember if this was a gold pass or a diamond pass now, it was one of the two, but this was the one I got for, what was it, no, I think it was the year before. I think when I met Pamela Anderson, because I think the Miranda Richardson one, which I've got here, was the one I bought last year. So yeah, I think that one I got last year, that was Miranda Richardson's pass. Then I've got Pamela Anderson's ones. For those that are maybe not up on the lingo, it basically means that obviously with bigger name celebrities, if you buy like the gold pass, diamond pass, whatever the con calls it, basically means you're guaranteed to meet them, get a photo, autograph, all that gubbins, rather than paying the sort of like normal standard price, and you're not necessarily guaranteed to get to meet that person if there's a lot of people queuing up. So yeah, general overview there. Yes, I have my little shredder underneath my table because there's not a lot of room. Right, here I've got my sort of like kind of TV gaming setup, so I'm going to point with my foot, got obviously the video player there. Yes, I still own one, believe it or not. And I've got Wii, Super Nintendo, then my PS3 and 4. Then going up a level, I've got my PlayStation 4 and Xbox. TV, yes, I've got Cadicarus playing at the moment. And then just turning round, that's where I've just sort of, just a few bits I've had to sort of store there temporarily, but I just use them to hang my headphones on the moment. Then just storage, all very boring. Yes, they're being collected for a charity, so ignore them. Then we come to my bed area. Yes, I'm approaching my 40s and I have stuffies, fight me. So yeah, it's mostly tidy. And I've got bedside table there, just with various odds and sods. And I've got sort of fairy lights and posters along there. Just covering the wall because obviously I seriously need to decorate. That piece of artwork there was drawn for me by the Badger at the Badger Show. That's really awesome. And also Felicia Rose, because she's fucking awesome. More posters and more fairy lights. And then down that side I've just got like CDs, candles, coasters, odds and sods there. Right, down this side of my room where my windows are, I've got my little laundry bag hanging there at the moment because all my laundry's downstairs being washed, so it's just hanging there behind my little weird lamp skull thing. Just bin and recycling tub, nothing interesting there. Then here, if I can get around a bit better, I've got my little display unit here of various odds and sods, more Fallout bits and pieces, candles, framed pictures and such like. So starting at the bottom here, I've just got a Vault-Tec lunchbox and display box. Yes, little random bottle cap there, but I kept it for giggles. Some bottles of drink that I bought from an MCM in London a few years ago. They were just basically like obviously regular everyday drinks, but they put the labels from the drinks in the Fallout universe on there. So you got Nuka-Cola, then there's Quantum, and a Quartz one there. I just kept them for giggles because I really liked them and didn't want to get rid of them. So I've got my jewellery box there, a couple of Halloween trick-or-treat bowls, and those are in there for a reason because Lush collect up the plastic bottle tops now for recycling. And I've got a little 3D printed Nuka-Cola bottle. Nuka-Cola machine there. A little framed picture of the family Staffy when he's a pup. He lives at my mum's house now. Well, he's always lived there. It just seemed kinder to let him stay there because he's used to living there now. Then there's just a framed picture of more cosplay shenanigans when I did my Brie Bella, Ghoul Funko, Jar Jar Binks cup. Now these my fiance's given to me over sort of like various Valentine's days, just for a giggle, so I've just kept them. Some like sort of little rubber, little wristband things. I just sort of keep them all in there. And just down the back, I've got the Your Special Pin Badge book there. Framed pitch just beyond there. Then I've got the Nuka-Cola lunchbox. The Roman Reigns one there, if I can just move that out of the way. That one, which was pretty much all of these are presents. That Arnie Terminator figure was like a present for lols. And I've got the little Fallout 76 one behind there, again present. Then I've got these candle holders, which are just excellent, I love them. Framed picture of someone I used to know years ago, but we sort of like unfortunately don't talk at the moment, but hopefully we'll get in contact again. Then I've got some framed pictures of some cosplays I've done and pictures I've had taken with people. Just happen to really like those images. Then I've got bobbleheads, mini Funkos, some daubs, just there. Now this, a little thirst quencher. I'm hoping I can get like one of them little, you get the decorative plates. I'm hoping to get like one of the little plate stands eventually for this, so it can like sit up properly. But at the moment it just lies like that. So, and then I've got my little coffee machine sat on the end, which I do need to clean up a little bit first because it's been in storage for a while, but I do plan to start using that again at some point. And here it's just sort of kind of like my mirror, shoes, odds and ends. Ta-da. So yeah, just shoes there. Here I've got my brolly, the little purple baseball bat I use for my Shanday from Saints Row cosplay, and this Nerf gun was painted up to be used with my Soul Survivor cosplay, but it's probably one I could easily use for pretty much any Fallout cosplays. Then yeah, mirror, which I've started to decorate with more stickers now, so that's going to be a bit of a work in progress. More fairy lights around it because can. Then in this corner I've got my little, what I call my little travel rucksack and my little suitcase, mainly because I couldn't be bothered to drag them all the way back up to the top of my wardrobe, where I've got my big suitcase at the moment, so they just sort of sit there for now. Now I call this my travel rucksack because this kind of has the zip round the inside pressed up against like your body, so if someone wanted to nick something out your bag they couldn't, because that would be like pressed up against your back, instead of the zip being sort of this side where it would traditionally be, if that makes sense. So that's why I bought it to be my sort of travel rucksack. That down there is just a bag full of books for something I do called book crossing, and they're just the books I need to release. So this is my Olio bag, and I keep all my paperwork in there for that. So for anyone who's interested, Olio is basically like a food waste reduction app where you can basically just like list any food that you're not going to be using, and basically other people come and collect it. So I suppose something a little bit like Craigslist or Freegal, things like that. So it kind of works on a similar concept, but you just give things away for free. Then I've got my toiletries counter there. I did actually spend like a good hour tidying this all up last night, so it actually looks far better than it did. So I've got a mirror there. Hi again. Then up here I've got some necklaces that got Roman Reigns one, which was I think a gift, if I remember right, from the fiance. Got this Sumo Psycho one, which I got from the Fozzy gig that I went to a few years ago. Sumo Psycho was their opening act, and I actually really liked them, and the lead singer's really cool, and she sort of gave my mum a hug while she was walking around the audience singing, which was kind of amusing. And I got this little sunset sarsaparilla necklace, and a Volt 111 pocket watch, if I can remember how this opens. Doesn't want to open, sod it. No, I'm not going to faff with that, but yeah, little pocket watch. And then just sat at the end of my bed here, I've got random odds and sods. I've got like 2 storage bins here. Just plain brown one, and then this one with the London Underground motif on it is one that my fiance bought me, and I had it packed away for ages and didn't get it out to use it, but it's just there's odds and sods in this bottom one, and then this one I've got like lots of old wrestling DVDs from like the not DVDs, videos from the 1990s. That's just my work uniform sat there because it's easier. Yes, I've got my bag there, and then some bedding sat there because I need to sort out my bedding wardrobe section doodah, so it kind of just sits there for the minute. So because I'm lazy, shut up, leave me alone. Right, I hope you liked my little room tour there. I know it's not the longest room tour in the world, but I just wanted to do like a little sort of overview one, just to do sort of like, come and look at my bits and pieces, you know. If you want me to do anything in more detail, like if you want me to go through my like CDs or games or anything like that in more detail, then, you know, give me a shout and I can make those at some point or another. So, but yeah, this is it really. This is my room. It's not much, but it does me, you know. So there we go. Overview, just random rubbish up there, you don't need to see that. But there we go, that is my room. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it for what it was. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.